Hey, it's Aaron from GameEnthus.com, and today I'm taking a look at Off Topic, a game for those slightly off. So, Off Topic is a party game, 2 or more players, ages 13 and up. It says 30 to 90 minutes. I know what you're thinking, and I'm not going to say it either. Yeah, I'm going to say it. You're thinking this reminds you of another game that begins with an S. And it really does, but that's, well, we'll get into it. So, yeah, let me just open the box and show you the sweet off-topic innards. It's opening, I promise you. It's going. See, would I lie to you? So we have an instruction book here with instructions. Importantly, the rules. Things like you can use articles, a and the. You can't use the same word. Proper nouns, you can't use those. You can't call people. And then the last one is house rules, which the house rules always rules. Unless I argue it down. Comes with a plethora of small whiteboards, 8. I'm assuming it's intended to be played 5 rounds, but that's up to you. You can put 2 answers down for everything. Interesting. Also comes with 8 dry erase markers. You'll love to see it. And a die with just about every letter, I guess. A microfiber cloth. Comes with a timer. This is not salt. Don't ask me how I know that. A sticker for sticking to things. And if I can take it out of the box correctly, a bunch of topic cards. You get 8 of each one. They're double-sided, and there's up to 16, so there's quite a bit there. So, like this one says, one word. Number 1 is one word to describe your grandmother. Nothing is better than blank in the middle of the night. Things you do while you're procrastinating. Blank me if you can. Conversation killers. Flexible things. Presidents. First or last names. Things that should be taught in school. So, blank made me do it. Cities, terrible baby names, so on and so forth. Everybody would get a board. Maybe everybody takes turn rolling the die because it's just fun. So you roll the die, you got the letter J. Timer begins, and you take, say, card number 1, and everybody's writing down as many answers as they can. Nice thing is you can write 2 answers per question, which is different. That's pretty much how the game plays. Like if you play, I haven't said it yet, but something like Scattegories. You're going to know how to play this game. And the idea is that they're asking some wild and wacky things, like 5, number 1, things that are wet. Song titles, and the best things in life are, well, free, obviously. Well, it's relative, but I'd say free. Good dog names. There's no crying in blank. Popular phrases, slogans. So it definitely plays very much like other games of this ilk. So after everybody would fill up their sides, you would going through each question, and then you mark it whether or not you got a point for it. Whoever gets the most points, you check off the round that you won, and you continue that way. Things I like. I like the components, the whiteboards and the 8 dry erase markers, and the die is quite nice. The components of this game are fine. I found it fun. We all found it fun. It's taking something that's very familiar and just adding a small little twist on it, in that now you can do 2 answers, which is sort of like doubling what you have to do on the game that probably inspired it, which I'm fine with. It gives you some options. It has a similar rule that if you and someone else write the same thing, neither one of you get it. So this at least creates an opportunity to still score a point when you're going to write down the obvious thing, that the best things in life are free. Somebody's going to write down free, and then other people are going to think, well, I'm not going to write down free because somebody's going to write it down, but then they're still going to write down anyway. Then nobody gets free. Nobody gets a point. But at least you have another answer. My only qualm with the game is this. There's some things in here that just kind of seem a little too subjective. Like 15, number 1. Life would suck without my. I mean, if you literally put in any noun that no one else put in, everybody gets points. I mean, it definitely says don't take the game too seriously. And they're right. It's supposed to be a party game, fun. You're not like gritting your teeth like I'm going to smack you in the face and beat you over the head if I win. It's supposed to be fun and light. I just found that some of the subjectivity of the topics was such that how would you not get this unless you and someone else literally wrote down the same? Like, if you just think, if you're in a room with people that you know and you know each other, you kind of know what the person's going to write down. And some of these, if long as you just don't do that and just write down any random word, you'll score a point. There's nothing wrong with that. It keeps it fun and lighthearted, and it can be funny and hilarious. And that's part of it too. It just, because some things just seem so subjective, it kind of makes winning, it takes the teeth out of like the competitive nature of it in a way. I mean, it opens it up such that like you're going to score a lot of points. It's going to be competitive. So it's going to come down to one or two things, which makes sense. But I'm just thinking of the flip side of just, if it's that, like one that says cities, well, cities with J. I mean, two people are going to write down Johannesburg because they're just going to. People are going to write down some things that are pretty funny and, you know, and pretty risque. And that's part of it too. That is fun. You write down things that are just either off the wall or just like, you nasty. And you laugh, you chuckle, you have a good time. It's a party. That's what it's for. Part of me was just like, some of these things just seem just a little too subjective. That's all. Like 3.8, excuses to leave a party. You could literally write down anything, which I guess that's the point. It's not really a takeaway. It's just an observation. It's just, this is not meant to be competitive. I feel like a game like Scattegories, because so many things are like cities, shoes, you know, hats, you know, they're very, very objective. Like bee and hat, bowler, you know, that you're going to write that. This is like funny thing to go on a hat. You can write down anything. So it's more open, which to me kind of makes it less competitive. Anyway, I'm rambling. The game is fun. You know, if it's something that you're into, if you like party games, if people just, you know, having a good time, not really worrying about what the score really is, just having a blast. And which is why there's no, you know, this is why there's no score here. It just says the rounds I've won. That's all you're focused on. Hey, where did I win? Not how much did I win by, just the rounds I won. So it's light. It's meant to be fun, not taken too seriously, and I think it largely succeeds. So it's gonna do it for me. Hope you enjoy the review. Take care. Wear a mask. Be blessed.